So, here's a topic that might be of interest. The Republic was not the only one who had skin in the game when it came to manufacturing huge super-capital ships. The Separatists took Mon Cala very early in the war, with the peaceful world being isolated from Republic reinforcements and totally unprepared to defend itself. Once they took over the place, though, they swiftly appropriated and even upgraded the massive shipyards there, which even back then were quite renowned among those in the shipbuilding business. They put the yards to good use, producing thousands of ships there over the course of the Clone Wars, but it was also where the CIS conducted a lot of shipbuilding tests and experiments. Towards the end of the war, the remaining enemy leadership was getting increasingly desperate in its attempts to find some way to, if not turn the tide of the war, then stem it enough to force the Republic to agree to a negotiated settlement. Unfortunately for them, their research and development was riddled with Republic moles, making it leakier than an Ugnaught fuel tanker. All sorts of fascinating and strange designs for ships and droids crossed our desks at Fleet Command, very few of which we ever ended up encountering in the field, but there were a few exceptions, and the largest of them, quite literally, was the Subjugator class heavy cruiser. I don't know why they called it a heavy cruiser. Presumably it was an attempt to confuse our own intelligence gathering efforts, although it failed because we knew about its existence very early on. It was designed by a Sullustan shipwright called Ruggles Schmong, and we actually captured a half-finished prototype of the vessel when Admiral Dodonna's fleet occupied Sullust. It was a massive dreadnought of roughly comparable size to one of our Praetors from Quad, but it was armed with a pair of so-called mega-ion cannons. The cannons themselves weren't yet installed on the prototype, but we found out about them later from Republic intelligence. With the loss of Sullust, the Separatists moved future production of the vessels to Mon Cala, and at last, in this late stage of the war, they had a couple of finished ships, and unlike so many of the Separatist crackpot projects, this one was about to actually meet us in battle, as the enemy made an attempt to break the blockade of the Minban system and rescue their trapped southern fleet. Mon Cala and their talented shipbuilders would of course play a very important role in future events, but this lesser-known, forgotten curiosity is something I felt worth noting. As for how the battle with the Subjugator itself went, well, I'll get to that in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Empire at War, Fall of the Republic, where I have to be honest, I'm feeling a little salty because what I was going to do this evening was binge watch my way through all of Andor, and I can't because Disney Plus has shat itself and won't work. I try to go play something on there and it does the little Disney Plus logo and then nothing happens. It just sits there buffering forever and ever and ever. And my internet connection is fine, so it's their problem and not mine, and it's really annoying. So here I am playing Empire at War this evening instead of watching Andor, and I'm pretty pissed about that. But never mind. Welcome back to Separatist Whack-A-Mole, where our current target is the Separatist fleet hovering over Rusan because they're blocking my reinforcement route, and it's very irritating. So we're going to go and smash them to bits with Adar Talon's fleet, which is now pretty honkin' big, and is about to get honkin' bigger once I reinforce it with even more victories, and also this mountain of corvettes and things I'm building. Incidentally, also got some artillery on the go, because I wanted to put the artillery on Bothawai, I think, was the plan. Yeah. On Bothawai, I've built a Senate office, planetary shield generator, in the process of building a tax collection agency, and also a barracks. My plan is to basically do on Bothawai what I did on Kashyyyk and Rusan and actually turn it into a little ground fortress that's impossible for the Separatists to take, because I am sick of them constantly attacking Bothawai and me constantly losing it. I must have lost it and regained it like twice, 3 times in this playthrough. Proper annoying. I arguably ought to do the same on Rishi. I mean, I sort of already have. I've got base defenses, but I probably, arguably, should probably delete those and replace them with a shield generator, because shield generators was just better, honestly. But oh, pardon me. I don't know if you heard that burp on, on the microphone. I hope you didn't, but if you did, I apologize. I ate a pizza for dinner because I was gonna watch Andor and eat pizza, and it was gonna be really nice. And then it didn't happen. So now I'm full of pizza and salt, apparently. Whatever. Unpause and attack, shall we? At least I will as soon as... There we go. These guys arrive.
Tactical battle imminent.
Guys. Fine. I will kill all your ground units again on Rusan. We'll add you to the existing junk pile. And then if you don't immediately withdraw your fleet, I will blow that to smithereens and add that to the junk pile also. Alright, everybody, you know the drill. Blob up into a big horde. Overwhelm the enemy with bodies. Standard procedure. There's one unit of clones just sitting around doing nothing. Get over there, you slackers. How very dare you just stand there. Having a smoke break or whatever it is you're doing. Alright, get moving, boys. We have got some Separatists to clear out, and I would like to do it sooner rather than later, frankly. Hell, I'll put time compression on. There we go. Oh, is it jet bike spam? Seems like it is. So, landing zone up there. Have they taken it already yet? Or are we going to be able to take it from them? Looks like we're going to get it first. That's pretty weird for a defensive battle, isn't it? Oh, here we go. There you go. It's ours now. You can't have it. Who is it that's armed with the grenade launchers? Somebody around here's got grenade launchers and I didn't even realise. Kill it with rockets. There you go. Good clones. The little womp rat.
Unit destroyed. Constructing. Shield deployed.
Alright now, boys. Come on. Slackers at the back there.
Need time to cool. Getting infantry.
What's this up here? I always forget about that building there. It is something behind this, whatever this is. Whatever, can't be bothered to find out. Oh no, my bike is going to be destroyed. You cannot stop the clone horde. This is just what I should deploy for all my armies. Forget vehicles and artillery and stuff like that. Just stacks and stacks of these guys. Although, to be fair, when you're on the attack, you cannot deploy this many clones at once. Generally speaking, anyway. It's a sort of cheeky advantage of being on the defense, really. Whoa. That's a lot of rockets. Can we kill this turret, please? Try and minimize our casualties a bit. Stop firing rockets at jet bikes. Fire them at the turret, thank you. How many times have we defended Rusan? I'm curious now. Does anyone in the comments know? Please do let me know in the comments section. How many times have we actually defended Rusan? How many sieges of Rusan have there actually been? Because I'm genuinely curious at this point. It feels like it's been quite a lot. Look at that, going through them like butter. Yep, get missiles on the turret, thank you. These slackers in the back here. Ooh, commando droids. It's actually interesting, the AI is not just spamming ball spiders and crabs, they are occasionally throwing in a few other units. And they're retreating. Jolly good. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of rockets all at once. Alright, we didn't even lose a platoon there, nice one. And they just wasted a load of resources again. That's what I like to see. Right, and yes, they... See, how did they do that, man? I guess it's because I can't see the hyperlane. But so the enemy fleet must be like here-ish right now. But it looks like they just instantly disappeared. On here, doesn't it? So, sort of weird, isn't it? Alright, I gotta, assuming the game's gonna let me do it, I got some more victories to shuffle around, and oh boy, no, here we go. It's laggy time again, everybody. The AI has to have a think, because its latest failure of an assault predictably failed again. Now it's going to try and decide which planet it's going to fruitlessly throw its resources at next. So I will see you guys when more things are going to happen, so you don't have to watch the constant lag. Oh boy. Okay. Folks, life's about to get interesting. So, here's things that have been happening. Right, I built myself a huge pile of Corvettes as advertised. I think I've got just over 30 of them now. Added to Talon's fleet, so that's fun. I've been generally doing stuff, building up planets, building space stations and things in orbit. Rishi's been built up a bit, Bothwai's in the process of being built up a bit. They have a garrison now, 2 artillery units and some more clones along the way. Building up the orbital stuff. Sent a spy probe up here to Boz Pity to keep an eye on what's going on over here. And what's going on over here right now, apparently, is they're getting a huge invasion force ready to go somewhere. Is there anything else? I think the enemy's invading Gravelx Med again. Yes, they are. They're preparing for another invasion up here. Continuing to build more units. I built some, what are these called? Naval academies on Corellia and Rendili to get our ship crews per week up a little bit, because I've been really hitting the cap on that lately. I've been sort of bumping up against that rather than my weekly budget in terms of like what's limiting me from being able to build ships, which is kind of interesting. So for the first time in the campaign, I felt the need to actually build more naval academies, which is interesting. I spent most of this week's budget on space stations, honestly. I've got a lot of planets, as you can see here with the hammer logos, that are currently building space station upgrades. Because I didn't have anything else to spend the money on, so there you go. Same over here at Bothawai. I think Kamina's still building more Corvettes, so is Rishi. But what's most interesting of all is the Separatists have decided to attack Rishi, but they've done it with a very special ship, the Subjugator class. It has a ship crew cost of 150. Pop cap of 98, and it's a big old huge dreadnought thing. I forget what the General Grievous's version is called, but A powerful battleship based around a specific heavy weapon. It was designed during the Clone Wars and is one of the largest vessels to come out of CIS shipyards. It is able to threaten entire battle groups by itself. Vessels of this class are typically armed with broadside ion pulse cannons, though other configurations exist. It is well suited to engage in the largest enemy capital ships. Or you have a build limit of 5 of these things. And they're really good. Hull 26,432, shields 25,000. 2 super ion cannons, 5 medium turbo lasers, 44 light dual turbo lasers, 3 light laser cannons. Only 3 light laser cannons, that's kind of weird actually. 4 fighter squadrons, 2 bomber squadrons. Our Praetor, by comparison, is definitely tankier. But still, they've got that and they've got a battle carrier as well. So this is going to be interesting. As you can see, Adar Talon's fleet is now kind of massive at this point. We have 29 if you count that one. 28 Corellian corvettes. A whole mess of acclimators. Including 17 acclimated 2s. We have 18 Venators. 14 Victory 2s. A single Victory 1 that I forgot about. The Praetor. 5 Assault acclimators. Yeah. So I reckon we can take them, but this is going to be interesting, for sure. Problem is, the game's just going to dump me in with a bunch of random units. It's not going to let me pick my fleet here, because we're on the defense, so... Bums, is all I have to say to that. Bum piss bollocks. Because I didn't necessarily want to bring in the Praetor on this one, actually. I might have gone with a horde of Venators instead.
Missile tubes loaded.
Yeah, this is a dreadful selection of ships the AI has given me. Oh, Christ. Alright.
What's the order?
They've given me 10 billion, bazillion corvettes to play with as well.
Reinforcements en route. What is it, sir? This is it. Ready to update.
Oh boy, yeah, this is pretty dumb. Yeah, thanks game. Thanks a bunch. At least when some of this gets blown up, I can bring in other things. I guess.
Standing by. Reinforcements en route.
Delta-class frigate at your service. We are moving out.
Cruiser standing
One
by.
little carrot
Moving
this
to
way.
Positions on your command.
TIE squadron here.
Let's gather up all our fighters. Not that we have very many.
Base perimeter, sir.
Is what you'd call a swarm of Corvellian corvettes?
What's the order?
No. Corellian corvettes.
What is it, sir?
That'll make up for our lack of fighters, hopefully. Well, yeah, okay, we've got a swarm of corvettes versus a swarm of fighters from a Lucahawk. Interestingly, they haven't deployed the Subjugator yet, presumably because they don't have enough available pop cap to do so, alongside the Providence and the Lucahawk. But of course, what this does mean is that eventually, when I destroy either of these things, I'll probably bring it in, and it'll probably pop into the battle like right here, right on top of me.
Standing by.
Which I don't know, could be good, actually, because if it pops in really close and we focus fire on it, it'll take a lot of damage.
Setting intercept course.
Fly, my little corvettes.
Targeting computers up.
Evaporate those enemy bombers, please.
Attack formation.
Beginning attack run.
You're really not evaporating them as fast as I'd like. Wow, that's actually woeful.
Reinforcements have arrived. We'll get them.
Overload weapons?
Reinforcements have arrived.
Your point defense is a little bit rubbish as well, frankly. Yeah, please get rid of those space bombs. As many of them as you can. Actually, yeah, they're taking out quite a lot of those. That's good.
Getting a lock. We're outnumbered. Pull out. We've destroyed the Techno-Union ship. Charging generator.
Intercepting.
Victory is imminent. Sir, we've lost you on the sensor. We'll hold this position until you return. They're losing reinforcements. They're everywhere. Sir, more fighters approaching directly ahead.
Interceptors incoming missiles at least.
Get behind them.
Pelter blast ready.
Pelters go after their Ford bombers.
I have them now.
What is it, sir?
You guys as well.
Target locked.
Pelter
Oh,
free.
you're the support pelter. I forgot about you.
Moving in.
Is imminent.
Target locked. I'm on them.
They're losing reinforcements.
Coming around.
Their reinforcements are being depleted. Standing by. Targeting computers.
I'm amazingly disappointed with these corvettes, man. They are not
Beginning attack.
putting the hurt on the enemy fighters that I hoped they would.
Their reinforcements.
I was expecting this many of the little bastards. I was really hoping they'd just delete entire formations of fighters in seconds. I'm appalled, frankly.
Copy that, sir. All hands.
Their point defense against the incoming space bombs was all right, but
Excellent shot.
Destroyer ready.
Getting a lock.
okay, that province dreadnought is. Whoa, boy! Here comes the big Kahuna.
Destroyer
Go
holding.
after the stragglers.
Here it is.
Another attack.
We want to kill the ion pulse cannon if we can.
Destroyer station keeping.
Try and select all our fighters. Target the ion pulse cannon.
We'll level them. Destroyer. Loading ordnance. We'll win this.
Gotta chew through its shields first, though.
Taking fire.
Transmit orders.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Battle stations. Locked on target. Air cruisers standing by. What's the order? Cruiser ready for combat. What is it, sir?
Look at all the corvettes. They are doing them combined with everything else seems to be doing a relatively decent job of keeping the enemy fighter population under control. Actually, considering they are throwing a battle carrier at us, there are not a lot of blue fighters here right now, are there?
Sir. Engaging.
Standing by.
Where'd he go? Eyes reporting him.
What's the order?
So it didn't look like they were doing a lot of damage, but I suspect maybe they were,
Nowhere to run.
doing a bit more than I thought they were. Alright, have we taken out both of the heavy ion monstrosities? It looks like we have.
Intercepting.
Let's kill its engine. Stop it maneuvering, wiggling like that. It's very disconcerting, frankly.
I'm on them.
We'll level them. Our troops have been given advanced training. Shooting trooper. Sir, more enemy units approaching from behind. We failed.
Considering it only has like 3 laser cannons on it, this thing, it must be very, very vulnerable to fighters.
We've got advanced training. Victory is imminent.
I got one.
We're depleting the Separatist reinforcements.
Okay, yeah, this thing has been absolutely mullered. Shields are almost out on the Praetor, but that's about as bad as it's gotten. I'm actually amazed. I thought this thing would put up way more of a fight. There it goes.
Charging generator.
Wow. Okay. I have no words.
Destroyer holding. What is it, sir? I copy that.
Our launch bay has been disabled.
Stay in formation.
Whatever it was they were looking for, it looks like they already
The torpedo launcher has been destroyed.
Reinforcements are on their way.
Pelter frigate respond.
Behind them.
Oh boy, can we warp you out of here? Warp is not the right word. That's Star Trek, but you know what I mean. Go on, dude. Go on. No. Oh, poor Acclimator. Never mind. Should bring in a Victory 2. Bring in a Victory 2. An Acclimator 2 for good measure.
Have them now.
I did blow up a small attack fleet around either Bothway or Rishi in the previous episode that I didn't film on camera because it was just, it was a one-sided massacre. The enemy had like 3 ships versus my 50 billion ships, and I decided not to even bother recording it. But I deployed a fleet that was almost entirely Acclimator 2s and Victory 2s, and it was very Empire. I felt very Imperial doing it. It was quite nice. All the late generation triangles out to play. It was good stuff.
Target locked.
Well, I am stunned. I thought that big thing plus a battle carrier might have caused me more problems than it did. But maybe we can thank the horde of sacrificial corvettes for it, of which there are only like 3 left now, apparently. My goodness. Yeah, we lost 11 corvettes. This is why I don't bother with them. How much of my weekly budget was that just got blown to smithereens? I can't remember how much do corvettes cost you. I don't know. Anyway, I can't deny they appeared to be quite effective against the fighter population of that Luger Hulk, but still, flipping heck. That's some serious attrition right there. And we lost that one acclimator. I couldn't jump out in time as well. Oh yeah, the Subjugator is toast. Wow. It's almost cute, isn't it? You know, so just trying to watching the Separatists try to play the big heavy dreadnought game and failing miserably. Just like, yay, we can build giant dreadnought ships too. And then they built one, and it was amazingly terrible. I mean, wow. I don't think they really got a good chance to use the huge ion cannon weapon thing on the side of it, to be fair. I took it out pretty sharpish, but the vulnerability of it, I think, is an inherent weakness that, you know, should be marked against it, frankly. Okay, we're doing Gravelx Med again, are we? Starting to think I should just retreat so I don't have to keep putting up with this. But if they're not attacking, if they're attacking me here, it means they're not attacking me elsewhere. So again, this is the last time I film one of these battles at Gravelx Med. If we win this and they attack again later, I'm not filming it. Because we are approaching the point where it's like virtually impossible for me to lose this planet because the AI is so bad at attacking it.
Get ready to move in. Need time to cool. Scanning infantry.
Reporting.
Send you guys this way. You can just hang out there.
We secured a landing zone.
You're violating orders. Let's do this. Stay small. Move fast. Covering fire. Go.
Already built all the turrets we need, I think, haven't we? We just need to get a little support base up here. Could try and rush them, I guess.
Now we're even. On it. Area's not secure. That'll buy some time. Cadet mistake.
Gonna have a little. Hi there. Run away. And a little sneaky scout peek look at them. Well, they've already deployed the tripods, apparently. Oh, here we go. Here's the incoming.
I've got you. Come on.
Hey, commandos. From what I hear, they could practically win the war themselves. I still miss having that little voice line played whenever we deployed Delta Squad. If I had one regret in this campaign, in this playthrough, it's that I managed to get Delta Squad killed in a really dumb way. I mean, in my defense, I tried to use them for like one of the purposes with which I think they were designed, because that's why they have the stealth ability. Just turns out that it's really hard to do stealth raids with just Delta Squad and nobody else. I could have teamed them up with Ayla Sakura, I suppose. That's probably the way to do it. If you want to try it at home. That's probably how I'd do it. I'd just team them up with Ayla Sakura. And then they'd probably be able to take a planet for you. You know, with the help of field bases to get free clones and whatnot. But I didn't do it because I didn't like the idea of it. I thought sort of like Delta Squad ought to be able to do that by themselves. I felt like they didn't need no stinking Jedi. But I was wrong, as it turned out. So you guys attacking the the turbo laser tower. Send the old lat over here to join in the fun. Sending more this way. They are indeed. Can door spiders shoot aircraft? They can, as it turns out. Run away! Go over to that. Go to that repair station and lick your wounds. Check it out. We've got like shield generators within shield generators over here. That is a lot of door spiders, which all sound like B1s. This still is hilarious to me. I do like these little speeders. Pretty cool. I like the bikes more. The bikes are cooler, actually. But then, you know, just purely in terms of looks. But these things are much better in terms of, like, actual in-game stats. I have a model one of the bikes somewhere. Do I even have any bikes on this level right now? Don't think I do I? Typical. Just gonna show one off. I have a model one. I got the Clone Wars starter box set for Star Wars Legion, like a while ago now, like a couple of years ago now, I think. Comes with a bunch of, you know, battle droids and clones, as well as Grievous and Kenobi. And honestly, one of the cooler models in it is actually one of those clone speeder bike things. Oh, hello. It's kicking off over here now, isn't it? Well, it kicked off very briefly. Ah, I'm inside the shield and you can't shoot me. Oh, okay. Was that just a... Yeah, that's a lot of... I was going to say that was either jet bikes or a bunch of droidicas. Just suiciding into my guns. I think it's these three turrets here that are doing the most damage to those door spidery boys. Whoa! Move on out here. Get over there. Let these turrets take care of the tripods. Alright, I need to divert you guys over here. Let you go hang out next to that repair station for a minute. Get you hit points back. Ah, they're retreating. Very good. That's that then. I'm not going to draw this out unnecessarily, thank goodness. There we go. Yep, that's a whole bunch more dwarf spider companies down the drain. Excellent. I'm drinking a bottle of Coke, by the way, during this episode. I hope you don't mind me doing that. It is a little unprofessional, but I'm quite thirsty. Alright, gonna move you this way.
Standing by.
The squad stands together.
Right, sir.
That is the sound of more corvettes being built to replace the small horde of them I got destroyed earlier. They are, so what, they're 250 each. I lost 11 in that battle. That's, I think, just over 2,500 credits destroyed. That's like equivalent to like probably one acclamator, isn't it? Roughly. So I guess when you think about it in those terms, that's not too bad. It's just a bit of a pain in the bum to have to rebuild all of them and then transport them to join the fleet and logistics, basically. Losing one acclamator is less of a logistical problem than losing 11 Corellian corvettes.
Reporting in.
Standing by.
That was the sound of, yes, more Victory 2s.
Calculating jump to light.
Standing by.
I feel like we probably have enough to try and take on Minban now. But I am a turtler by nature when it comes to strategy games, and I have to admit, I'm enjoying just sitting here building the biggest death ball I've ever seen in this game. It's a shame I can't deploy it all at once and just shred my CPU. What have they got in Minban? Let's check. Any changes over here? Anything different? Not really. How's Bothaway looking? They still have a free building slot. What I should do with it?
Standing by.
I guess I'll leave it free now. Just considering if I can't think of anything to do with it, I might as well leave it alone. Oh, lag spike time. Alright, time for me to stop recording then and come back later. Alright. It's time for another battle on Kashyyyk, apparently. They are attacking us with a big pile of the usual, it seems. We've been reinforced a bit by additional clones, some commandos, and this funky-looking Hate 221 aerial gunboat. I have never used one of these before. Certainly looks interesting. Heavy aerial gunboat developed for the Outer Rim sieges to serve as armoured reconnaissance, and a counterpart to the more fragile LAT models for air support, suited to soak enemy fire or engage a variety of targets. 6 AI blaster cannons, which means it's probably going to be really good at wiping out dwarf spiders, which is good. So we'll give it a go. Could be good. It sounds pretty decent on paper. We'll find out what it's actually like in a minute. And I don't think there's anything else to mention other than I've moved Baraka's fleet down here to Rishi to start playing picket duty, guarding the Bothaway Rishi approaches as I'm starting to think of them in my head. And I'm going to move Talon over here to Emberline very shortly because he's going to begin the assault on Minban. I think his death ball is officially big enough at this point for us to take a crack at it. He's got 32 Corellian corvettes, 21 Victory 2s, 17 Acclimated 2s, 18 Venators, a few additional other ships, as well as a Praetor. I think theoretically it should suffice. Even if we take horrific casualties, we should be able to grind them down through attrition, if nothing else. So yeah, Minban will fall, hopefully, very soon. But in the meantime, yeah, we've got Kashyyyk to deal with. Let us begin. I think all of my... Well, I don't know about my troops being arranged in the right places on the ground, but I think the buildings at least are. I think I moved the... Oh, it's a night battle today. Yes, I moved the shield generator all the way to the back here. And I... Is that correct? Yeah, and I put the barracks over here, so... That's something at least. So if you guys can run up here and take command of this. You guys move this way. Hop into that bunker. I got some Wookiees.
Lancet
Some
standing
Wookiees.
by.
Ooh.
Aerial artillery reporting. Engines activated.
Interesting.
Receiving orders. Ready for
Kind of funny looking, isn't it? It's just like a big slug, but
We've secured a landing zone.
At the ready. As you wish.
has some
Squadron moving out.
different voice acting and stuff. Kind of cool.
How's the good part?
Turret constructing.
We do have some Wookiees here on the beach. That's nice.
Turret constructing.
You guys want to hop in this bunker? Oh, can't see anything on account of all the bleeding trees.
Building under construction.
Ready.
You guys want to come this way?
Construction complete.
I'm gonna make you hotkey 6, you hotkey 7.
Construction complete. We've secured a landing zone.
Job's not over yet. With your
Our base is under attack.
I'm sorry, our base is under attack? Oh, right. They're just attacking the turrets.
Construction complete.
I gotcha.
bonfire ready.
Arty attack them.
Ready.
Other Arty attack them, I guess? He said, question mark?
Constructing. Construction complete.
Stay with me, all right?
Building started.
These commandos, yeah, let's get you guys down here on the beach. These turrets taking a beating, but they're dishing it out too, so Artie's definitely helping. Oh, my turret went poof. So did this one.
Complete.
Are you gonna sneak around here? That's cheeky. Come on, Artie, open up. Do your thing. There we go. Speaking of Artie. That thing's taking a beating from the turrets, that's good. Sneaking around the side here, you little douchebags. Excuse me. Pardon the sneeze, everybody. Let's bring Saber Squadron down here. Good expansion pack, that Saber Squadron. Just apropos of nothing at all.
Let's do this.
Base is under attack.
Ready to receive orders.
How's the funky cigar-shaped what's it doing?
Right away. Attacking.
Alright, probably use this to eradicate all of these door spiders.
Comlink active. Planted. Targeting.
Okay, that's a lot of jet bikes suddenly. It's kind of weird seeing a Republic unit with green lasers, you know? Not lasers, blasters, you know. Same difference. Fall back, boys.
Roger that. Moving on. Heading for attack position.
I feel like Artie is not pulling its weight today.
Form up. Attack. Heading out. Destination ahead.
Let's do this. Support fire ready. Keep firing. Turret ready.
Ah, the enemy's retreating anyway. Jolly good. Gave him just about enough of a drubbing. Wish you could see, like, who got the most kills of all your units, you know, like you can in a total war battle. 6 STAP companies. God, no wonder there are a lot of jet bikes. What a weird unit to spam. Anyway, we lost 2 clone platoons in that. We'll go ahead and replenish those. Still 1 STAP company left in orbit, hanging around. Right, now. I was about to just click on this to move it, and then the game was like, no, lag for you, sir. You get lag. Lag is what you get. Okay, I managed to move it. You can lag now if you want to, game. I've moved the unit I wanted to move. Let's pause for a second, actually. Oh yeah. I don't remember if I don't remember if I managed to mention this, but there was a little independent planet over here, Kailura, or Kilura, or whatever we want to call that. And the Separatists have taken it. It's marked in grey on the map right now, but there was a message up here saying that they'd conquered it. So yeah, the Separatists have decided to just start bullying independent worlds. Apparently, there's only 2 left now, isn't there? 2 or 3. There's Tatooine, Utapau. And this one over here, Denon. Well, I remember one of these has like a Praetor guarding it, something huge. Which is kind of why I haven't bothered it. But anyway, unpause. Go, Mr. Talon.
Construction complete.
Take Minban for me, crush the enemy, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of their squeaky-voiced
Complete.
dwarf spider droids. I can't not do an undertaking like this and not save the game before we do it, even though I never save scum in this series. I just feel I have to do it. And since I can do it mid-episode now, thanks to the update, I will.
Construction complete.
Okay, why did the camera just switch to Coruscant? What the heck happened there? Whatever. Alright, here we go. The big dust-up at Minban, folks. We've been waiting for it, and it's time to actually make it happen. It is. In the blue corner, 31 Gravelx cruisers, 3 Lucahulk battle carriers, 4 diamond cruisers, a named, well, not a named tactical droid, but a tactical droid, 4 Providence-class dreadnoughts, a Recusant-class dreadnought, a single Munificent, weirdly enough, an auxiliary pursuit destroyer, and 2 C9979 carriers. My game plan right now is to basically jump in, get the lay of the land, potentially do a little bait and switch and take out their orbital defenses, and then potentially come back and have another go once their orbital defenses are dealt with. We shall see. As for actually engaging them in battle, I want to have a big screen of Corellian corvettes. I don't know if I'm going to deploy the Praetor right off the bat, to be completely honest with you. I'm kind of thinking what I'd like to do instead is a big screen of Corellian corvettes to deal with their fighter spam. A sort of front line of Acclimator 2s, and then either Victory 2s or Venators in the back. And if we don't use the Praetor, that will actually be quite a lot of ships. Particularly, I want to have lots of Acclimators on my sort of front line because they're essentially a screen that can hyperspace out when it gets too damaged. Which means they can tank damage and then not necessarily be destroyed, just so long as I manage to jump in and hyperspace them out at the right time. So that's kind of my game plan there, but we'll see what actually happens when the meat meets the metal, you know? So let's begin. Man, who'd have thought Minban of all places would become like this huge battleground? It's just a crappy jungle swampy world. It's Star Wars Vietnam. Well, there they are. They do have a little light frigate shipyard that gives them diamond cruisers, hard cell missile ships, and immunifex. That's honestly not really worth trying to take out and come back for, I don't think. They're not going to be given anything particularly good for that. They'll get 1 Munifex that isn't going to respawn. And that's like the best thing they get from that, honestly. And it's a Munifex, it's not even a Munificent, it's the little one, the little Munifex. It's that thing. The one that looks like it was kit bashed out of a Lucozade bottle. Well, okay then. Let me get this camera pointed in such a way that I can actually lay out my battle line sensibly.
Choose your reinforcements.
And for once, people have been yelling at me to do this in the comments for ages, but for once I am actually going to pause before I bring my dudes in.
This is it. Right, sir. Woohoo! I copy that. This is it. Right, sir. Woohoo!
So they're all going to jump in at once. Problem is you can't exactly see where you put everything, so it's probably all going to come in all messy and higgledy-piggledy, but oh well.
Setting up my run, sir. I've got a clear path. Bearing set. Heading to intercept. Right. We're adjusting course.
Delightfully pompous sounding, aren't they?
Captain on the bridge.
Alright.
Full throttle.
That looks us in the back, I think.
Yes, sir.
And that's all we get, apparently. apparently. Wow. Oh, I didn't even bring in Talon. That's a bit of a balls up. Support Pelter.
Reinforcements cancelled.
I copy that.
Bring in a
This is it.
few extra
Great, sir.
corvettes. Alright. On pause in one moment. Just get the camera pointed where we want it again. And
At maximum unit capacity.
boosh, there they are. Alright, well, let's see what we can get done with this. I do feel awfully outnumbered.
What's the order?
Oh, they have an ion cannon.
Right, sir.
Well, it's arguably a good thing I'm not using the Praetor, I suppose. Otherwise, it'd be a big fat target for the ion cannon.
Yes, General.
We have a lot of V-wings, don't we?
We need you to clear the
Goodness
area in order to
me.
proceed.
This used to be a judicial
Oh.
ship, you know.
I wondered what the hell you were. Yeah, you're just the
Light Corvette here.
you're the little cruiser that I jumped in with to begin with. You can go up to the front and join all your Corellian Corvette mates.
We need you to clear the area in order to proceed.
Okay, so you guys coming to us? Yeah, you are. Okay.
Whatever it was
It's
they were looking
happening,
for,
everybody! It's happening! We have some random fighters glitching out all over the place right now, and the Corvettes are trying to shoot them.
Area of all enemies. Watch out.
Can we get in here, do you think, and try and just
Entrance should be open momentarily. We can punch
take out the shields on this Luger Hulk?
the entrance should be open momentarily.
Better yet, see if you can take out this old munificent. Whereas their point defense is just going to eliminate every single one of the missiles. Seems almost like it, yeah. Even the space bombs are being taken out. Wow. Their point defense is so much better than mine. That is absurd. Rest in peace, fighters.
The enemy has secondary reinforcements standing by.
What are they shooting at? They're shooting at my Venator. Difficult to say, innit?
Doesn't stand a chance. Holding position. I didn't put the coordinates. Radio channel good.
Alright, looks like this guy is their public enemy number one. Let's get ready to jump him out.
We are under attack. Requesting cruiser here. Interceptor on your six. Sir, more fighters approaching directly ahead. There's too many of them. Go
I
ahead.
gotta say, this is a pretty epic battle so far. I'm just enjoying the spectacle right now. Yep, time for you to leave.
Jump to light speed.
Specimen orders. You've got one on you.
They took out our lasers. Our engines are destroyed.
Oh my god, one of them just went kaboom and I wasn't even watching.
Down. Signal coming through. The missiles will tear us apart. Cruiser here.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
More enemy units. Starting my run. Radio channels open. Setting up my run, sir.
You gonna get out there, man?
Our launch bay has been disabled.
Told you to retreat. There we go. Oh, the lag is amazing.
Issue a command.
Ah, it was the wrong type of acclimator, but whatever, it'll do.
Lasers have been destroyed. Primary engine
I
system is
copy
down.
that. This is it. Great, sir.
We've lost our launch bay.
More Corvettes.
Reinforcements cancelled.
They won't hold up much longer. Cruiser here.
Having trouble bringing these guys in right now.
Destroyed, sir.
This is it. Great, sir. Shields are down.
Bringing a victory 2 at the back.
There's too many of them. Sir, our forces have been wiped out.
Oh man, these things are getting wiped out faster than I can withdraw them.
Our launch bay has been disabled.
Signal coming through.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
Sail out. I repeat, sail out.
How's the enemy doing? I mean, they seem to have lost most of their fleet while I wasn't even looking, admittedly. So we're doing something alright over here. Oh, I think all the Corvette reserves are about to be deployed. There they go. Bring in a little support pelter for giggles in the middle.
Retreat in progress.
Transmit orders. We're being overwhelmed.
Calculating jump to light speed. Calculating jump to light speed.
Radio jet lines open.
I'm just trying to save as many acclimators as I can at this point.
We've got secondary reinforcements en route. Their missiles will tear us apart. We've got secondary reinforcements standing by. This does not look good.
I'm letting my own guys take care of their own target priority at this point.
Sabotage their vehicles.
Calculating jump to light speed. Preparing for hyperspace.
All stations ready.
Calculating jump
And
to light
I'm
speed.
basically just desperately trying to micromanage, keeping my own stuff alive in the meantime. Let the Victory 2s do what they want to do.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
Yes, sir.
We've lost the missile launcher.
Star Destroyer standing by. At maximum firepower.
Signal coming through.
Bringing in one of the old Victory 1s. Now we've cleared out most of their anti-missile stuff. That thing's about to go up. Oh, but there's more, little brother! Don't worry, there's more.
What is it, sir?
Maximum power to fuel.
Does Air Secure count as a command? Tier 4 land and space. You know what?
The sector
Might as well
is
bring
now
her in for a
secure.
space bonus.
Your orders, General.
Slugahold really isn't much of a threat at this point. Most of its guns have been taken out. Rather, they were focusing on this thing, to tell you the truth.
Radio channel. Cruiser here. Targeting computer online.
All firepower.
What's the order?
Behold the Corvette horde meeting the fighter horde that's incoming.
All your squad mates have been destroyed.
Put you all on weapon overcharge mode. Go nuts, boys. Go nuts. This Venator's about to cop it, I think.
We failed. Enemies down.
Are we taking out these Colorvexes? Yeah, we are.
Go ahead, sir. Separatist forces have lost. Transmit orders.
Do I want to withdraw you just yet? Or are you going to be alright? Okay, it looks like we've shifted fire over to Providence, which is good. Well, I feel like definitely shying away from the Victories and all their missiles was a good choice, especially in this battle. Look at all these Colorvexes. Pivoting towards turbo laser armed capital ships was clearly a good idea. Have your engines been taken out? Yeah, you have. You're not going anywhere, are you? Where's Sakura? Is she trying her best to get herself killed? That's what she's doing. Run away!
Our engines are gone, sir.
Radio channel, General.
Maximum
These victories have lasted longer than they usually would, haven't they? I think the Corvette horde helped a bit, but my god, they're just being overwhelmed, aren't they? That's so many blue fighters right there. It's just disgusting.
Cruiser here. Their reinforcements have been cut at your service.
The iron cannons are offline.
Multiple enemy squads heading towards us. We're going to need you to hold them off. I don't know how
Our shields are down.
There goes a victory.
Squadron
Should we bring in a Venator at the back here?
plotting flight path.
Terrible idea. I expect they've got another Providence dreadnought. Ugh.
Separatists are depleting our reinforcements.
Are we chewing up these Colorvexes? I think we are. Good.
Go ahead, sir.
There goes that acclimator with its engines gone, so I couldn't really save it, I'm afraid.
Locking on target. The
focus fire on this thing.
Signal coming through.
You try and retreat.
Jump to light speed.
Cross your eyes.
They've taken out our launch bay.
Oh my god, there's another one!
Missile destroyer here.
Primary engine system is down.
Give me a target. Our lasers are down. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Primary to our sights.
Commander, take out the iron cannons.
We can't take radio channels. Missile
Kashyyyk
destroyer
down.
reporting in. Cruiser here. Picking up an enemy squadron approaching up ahead.
Preparing for
Victory
hyperspace.
2, an assault acclimator.
Enemy my liege. All stations ready.
We're going to win this. I just...
Form up.
Go ahead,
We're going to take about as many casualties as I thought, which is to say quite a few.
standing by.
They've taken out our launch bay.
Victory is imminent.
At least let's see. Look at those space bombs that just got taken out. The corvettes are invisibly in the background, causing us to take much less damage than usual, which is nice.
Awaiting your command.
I mean, you know, it's not as if you guys in the comments didn't tell me so, but yeah, it's still nice to actually see it work.
Calculating jump to light.
Missile destroyer here. Transmit orders.
See if you can escape, and you as well. So many ships on fire. Oh god. This one's... this victory has been absolutely battered, and yet they haven't been shooting at him for long enough for his shields to actually come back a little bit, which is kind of hilarious. Same over here, but you're about to go.
Iron cannons are on
You're about to go. I mean, at this point, you're that damaged, you're not really contributing to the battle at all anyway, so...
We read you. Issue a command.
This little pelter.
They won't escape.
All
Our
stations
primary
ready.
engine system is down.
Oh god, there comes Luca Holt number 2.
Our launch bay
We've lost the iron cannons.
Targeting enemy. Signal coming through.
Retreat in progress.
Commander, engaging you.
Taking casualties.
Our primary engine
Everyone focus on this Luca Hulk, ignore this one. Don't care about that one. In fact,
Preparing for hyperspace jump. Preparing for hyperspace jump.
Cannons charged. Reinforcements have been cut off.
bring in some guys over here to start attacking it.
Reporting.
We're
Your
defeating
command,
the
sir.
Separatist
Reporting
reinforcements.
in.
Blow something up. We've destroyed the Captain Union ship.
Yeah, don't do whatever you were doing there.
Prepare for
Just attack, please.
We have a look. We are under attack. Requesting air support.
They've destroyed our torpedo launcher.
So many blue fighters. It's just disgusting.
Taken out our launch bay.
Standing by. Destroying the Techno Union ship. Their troops have been given advanced training.
Preparing for hyperspace jump.
Sir, we've lost a squad mate.
Our engines are gone, sir.
Longer we can hold them off. I thought those were just for all.
Alright, its shields are out. Start working on its armament.
Our engines are out. We've lost.
Though I feel like their fighters are probably doing more damage to us than anything else is right now.
What's the order?
Pretty sure. I've only got 4 corvettes left,
I copy that.
and they are just totally overwhelmed.
The shields on holding.
Enemy forces. Take out that interceptor. Bring her around. Sir, our forces have been wiped out. Their
We've
missiles
lost the
tear
iron
apart.
cannons.
Yes, General. Sir, more enemy
We've
units
lost the
approaching
missile
from
launcher.
Alright, there goes that Luca Holt. They're about to drop another one in though, which is the horrifying thing.
Launch bay has been disabled.
Sir, you're falling apart. Missile destroyer here.
calculating jump to light speed.
Trying to get away. Doesn't stand a chance. We are under attack. Requesting air support. Sir, multiple enemy squads heading towards us. We're going to need you to hold them off. Strike fighter, after him.
Be here any second.
Preparing for hyperspace jump.
I wonder how many acclimators we managed to save in the end.
They won't hold up much
To
longer.
admit, I'm kind of curious.
The Separatists are completing
Calculating
a
jump
reinforcement.
to light speed.
Our engines are gone, sir.
There goes the second donut.
Destroyed the Techno Union ship. We've cut off the enemy's reinforcements.
To admit, at this point, I'm So what have they got left? Is it just their space station? Thinking about retreating at this point just because of the disgusting number of fighters that's still in the air, just taking us to pieces. I don't know how many ships we're going to lose if we leave now. Honestly, there is no point in sticking around. We've done enough damage. Let's retreat. Let's try and save some of these Venators. You're not going to make it out of here, but some of the others might. This guy over here is screwed. Yeah, looks like we got some of that out of there. So, what's the butcher's bill on this one then? 10 acclimated 2s, 28 Corellian corvettes, 4 Venators, 1 victory 1, 6 victory 2. This could have been so much worse. The enemy has lost 4 Providence dreadnoughts, 2 Lucahulk battle carriers, 31 Colivexes, 4 diamonds, 2 of these little carriers, the tactical droid, Munificent, and a Recusant. I mean, that's... Oh, and we lost Ayla Secura as well in there somewhere. She insisted on getting herself killed. I told her to go run away into a corner, and she was just like, no, I refuse. I'm going to get myself killed because it is very important that I do so. So, that's kind of annoying. She was useful as a spy, but never mind. Yeah, they definitely came off a lot worse. No doubt about that. But, still hurts to look at that. Ooh. What have they got left, though, is the question. In fact, we don't know, because Ayla fucking Sakura got herself killed, and now I have no intel. Luckily, I have a spare probe droid over here that I was going to send north, but we'll use it here instead. Where the heck did those... Where did you come from? Were you a reward for a Senate quest I accidentally completed? Is that why the camera randomly flipped to Coruscant earlier at one point? That might be what happened. I just accidentally completed a Senate mission without even realizing what I was doing. Fair enough. Alright, that's what we've got left to work with here then. Still got the Praetor, utterly untouched. 5 assault acclimators, 7 acclimated 2s remaining. 15 victory 2s. 14 Venators. That's still decent. That is still pretty decent, isn't it? However, it's time to replace all of those corvettes. Both Y build? Yes, it can. It actually has a shipyard now. Does Emberline have a shipyard? It does! Lovely. Alright. Enemy fleet's about to invade Kashyyyk. I assume that's referring to the one that's already here. We're going to have another Kashyyyk battle in a minute. In fact, I think we're going to have another Gravelx Med battle soon. Alright, go little probe droid. I want to see what they've got left.
Standing by.
Let's have a look, shall we? Yes, about to invade Gravelx Med. They have... Really? According to this, they have 1 Lucahulk battle carrier left and nothing else. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
This is it. Standing by. Right, sir.
Oh, Baraka, I need to move you over a slot so you're not eating up all those corvettes
Woohoo!
as they get produced.
Standing by. I copy that.
See how fast these things build?
This is it. Standing by.
This is why it's a logistical night. You know what?
Sir.
Considering the AI's sort of preponderancy for building lots and lots of tiny ships, I wonder if that's part of what slows the game down. It's because they're always doing this. Constantly moving like a stream of tiny Colivexes from planet to planet.
I copy that.
As they get built. Okay, Gravelx Med planetary battle. Yeah, guys. I told you last time that if they attack this place again, I'm not going to film it, and yeah, I'm not going to film it. Be right back. Quelle surprise! What a shock! We won the battle. Oh my god, I'm amazed. I lost the infantry support platform company and a platoon of clone troopers, and that was it. The rest of the time, the enemy fruitlessly threw themselves onto my guns and was blown to smithereens as usual. Yeah, they lost even more this time. I mean, that was 23 dwarf spider companies down the drain there. That was kind of amazing, really. Anyway, yeah, moving on. Shall I reinforce it with more people? Maybe. Yeah, screw it, why not?
Recruiting.
It's a nice black hole for the Separatists to throw themselves into. In the meantime... Oh, these are all corvettes arriving, aren't they? Let's wait until these guys arrive and then we'll push on and have another go at Minban. Contrim and Rusan, huh? They're taking another pop at those. Oh! Another Senate mission. Yes, I must have accidentally completed one because they're giving me a new one. They want to reward me with more Arquitans, apparently. What do you want me to do? Upgrade a star base to strengthen our defences. Additional shipyards. You want me to build Golden 1 star base? Oh, bugger off. Bugger off.
Decoding
I could probably have some queued up already. Oh god, I don't know if I managed to... I don't think I set a Vanguard unit for that fleet. That is... Oh, it's going to be potluck as to whatever actually comes out the other end of that. Rusan, space battle. Right. Okay. I don't know if my orbital defenses will be able to deal with this. We'll find out. I'll be able to inflict some damage at least. Been a while since I've done an orbital defense like this. Is this all I had here? This is all I got around to building? Oh, yeah, there's a shipyard.
Reinforcements en route.
It's not going to give me much, though, is it?
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Cruiser here. Moving into positions on your command.
Yeah, this is all a bit poor.
Standing by. Cruiser ready for combat.
Against, what, 2 dreadnoughts? Yeah. This is not going to be good.
Standing by. Staying on target. Sir, our concentrated fire seems to be having an effect.
Cruiser here. Coming around. Cruiser, standing by. Draw their fire. Training weapons.
Take out some of these little,
Delta here.
these little Colavexes.
Try our best.
What are you doing?
This is it. All your squad mates have been destroyed. I'm out of control.
Delta frigate here.
What is it, sir? Eliminating target. Standing by.
Cruiser ready for combat.
Target. We must turn back. Carrying us apart. We need you to take them out. What's the order? Sir, we've lost a squad mate. It's about to blow. Setting intercept course. Damage.
Attack formation.
You've got
Ready
one
for
on you.
action. Primary target acquired.
Space station.
You don't have any guns that can shoot you. I think you have a few.
Getting a lock. Cruiser here. The war is ours.
Sensors
glass
picking up an
frigate
enemy
at your
squadron
service.
approaching up ahead.
Cruiser, standing
What is
by.
it, sir?
Cruiser ready for combat. We'll take the fight to them.
Can we even hope to damage one of these things?
Intercepting.
Sir, enemy reinforcements have
Station
just
ready.
appeared on long
Because
range.
it's kind of looking like no.
Sir, there's
Get us
no
out of here. We
time
can't
left.
hold out.
I got one. I'm on them.
Who gave you this order?
Cruiser here. Waiting for attack coordinates.
No, I'm not even going to put a dent in its shields.
Clear the area in order to proceed.
Auto resolve. I finally built some orbital defenses at Rusan, and predictably they were swept aside. Alright, never mind. A ground battle it is then, once more. Baraka, you can have these leftover corvettes, I guess, mate. No reason for them to go to waste. Really, guys? You're gonna make me sit through another ground battle before I finally take Minban, you dicks. Alright, fine. Here we go again. Yet again. Let's move these commandos here. Kind of, oh! Artie, no, you should be there. Let's Put these commandos down here on the beach. Running out of places to put everything, aren't I? Alright. Defends the beach once more. Right. Pause! Okay.
Heavy guns operational.
1 moment, folks. Okay, there we go. I had to move something on my desk.
Turret set. Heavy guns
Right,
ready.
get you guys hotkeyed.
Roger.
Get you guys moving there. Get my huge horde of Wookiees that I kind of forgot about last time. Wookiee horde, this way. To the beach, my friends. You guys move there.
They're gonna wrap up here first.
You guys move here. You guys move here. You guys move here. You guys move here. Gee, we have Wookiees there already. You guys move there. There's a turret there I need to build, I think.
Awaiting orders.
Gunship
Let's move
thing
out.
this way.
Shield deployed.
Saber squadron this way.
Where you going, trooper? Took
You
a while. You're violating
and all of
orders.
you.
Push forward.
You go here. And I think that's everybody ordered now to do things. Everyone has their orders, so hop to it.
The squad stands together. Job's not over yet. We do this together. Ready for back.
Turret constructing. Turret constructing. Turret constructing.
Now we're talking.
Turret constructing. We've secured a landing zone. Turret constructing. Construction.
See how many of these we can get built before
Construction complete. Turret constructing.
the enemy gets here.
Construction complete. Constructing. Construction complete.
Right away.
Flanker
Advance.
scan.
Move out.
Boom, 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 boom.
Construction complete.
How's the good part? Yes! Feeling fine.
Hello, saber tanks.
Let's do this.
Construction
Spread out.
complete.
Others don't survive long.
Copy.
I feel like I should send out some scouts.
It's a trap.
Alright, never mind. Bit late for that now.
Base is under attack.
Artie's laying it down. This guy's popping in and out of the fog of war.
I copy.
I don't think you've got anything that's particularly good against... I mean, you've got one AV blaster cannon, I suppose. Okay, right, hold on.
Keep
See if we
going.
can bring you in here to
This way.
deal with these
Open fire.
stupid wheelie nonsense things.
Over there.
Alright, never mind. Withdraw, withdraw, withdraw. Can Artie hit them? Alright, Artie definitely needs to hit this horde of dwarf spiders. Just like that, perfect.
Moving in the target zone. Laying down subject fire. Over the shining. Come on.
Damn it.
Turret constructing.
Can't get any turrets built. Don't have a lot of anti-vehicle down here right now. I have you guys, I guess. Bringing up a lot of tripods today.
Scanning infantry. Control the zone.
Alright, fall back, just gonna get shot to bits.
Turret constructing.
Yeah, go back up there, Wookiees. Recapture that turret point. Is Artie... Yeah, I think Artie's still trying to shoot these things, but I'm not having a lot of luck. Artie, just focus on the infantry. See if I can bring up the saber tanks. And these infantry. Just try and drown these guys in rockets. There goes one. And they're retreating. Jolly good. You all shooting the bunker. You're all shooting the bunker. You should be shooting that turret instead. There it is. No losses on our side. They lost 4 door spiders, a missile artillery thingy, Hellfire droid company, 2 tripod companies, blah 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 blah. It went about as successfully as their ground attacks on Kashyyyk usually go. Okay, Minban. Here it is. Ostensibly, apparently, theoretically, against 1 Lucahulk and probably whatever their tiny shipyard spits out. We'll see if the UI is lying to me or not, because sometimes it lies.
Choose your reinforcements.
What do I want to bring in? Maybe the Praetor? Keep it simple. Bring in talent at the back there.
Right, sir. Woohoo! I copy that.
Oh boy, yeah, here comes the fighter swarm.
I copy that.
That's the ion cannon seriously firing at my corvettes. That is friggin' funny.
I copy that.
There we go, that's all the corvettes. And Praetor. Boom. Hello.
All clones on deck. Raising anchors.
Yes, sir. Hold the frigate here.
Standing by. Destroyer station keeping. Yes,
In case it wasn't obvious, capital ships, I do need you to shoot this, and not the enemy fighters. Or that thing.
Ready.
I wonder how good the Pelter is at actually healing stuff. You know what? It's doing an admirable job of keeping that one little corvette there alive. I should really pair these up more often. These things always seem a bit useless at healing the bigger ships, but I tell you what, this is clearly their true calling, the support Pelters. This is what they should be doing. Should be healing your corvettes instead.
Destroy the Techno-Union ship.
Enemies in range.
Concentrating fire.
Enemy reinforcements have ready to update orders. Give me a target.
Losing. Target locked.
What is it, sir? My shields are going around.
Maybe forward a little bit. So you get the whole formation within your area of effect.
Getting a lock. Eliminating target.
Your orders, General. Sir, you're falling apart.
Intercepting. I'm on them.
Sir, more enemy units approaching from behind. Their reinforcements are being depleted. This is Bravo 4.
Got one little Y-wing squadron just slacking at the back there. Get stuck in, you lot. Oh, there goes the big old donut.
Stay in formation.
That worked out quite well, didn't it?
Standing by. We've sabotaged their vehicles. They won't last much longer. They're losing
mopping up their fighters now.
Reinforcements are being depleted. What's the order?
Eliminating target.
Separatist forces have lost. Let's cut off the enemy's reinforcements.
I have them now.
I'm gonna go and screw it. Cinematic cam. Just watch the carnage for a bit, showing. Oh, there we go. There's the letterbox bars finally. And little TIE fighters flying around.
Take out that fighter. Victory is imminent.
Sure, these little fighters get blown out of the sky.
Return to the battlefield.
Excellent shot.
It's really nice to watch Separatist fighters get blown to pieces, I gotta say. The amount of times I've been swarmed to death by them, it's kind of wonderful to see them swatted away like mosquitoes being hit by a cloud of pesticide. It's really good.
We're depleting the Separatist reinforcements. Victory is imminent. Our troops have been given advanced training.
Just enjoy it, folks. Drink it in.
Reinforcements are taking casualties.
The spectacle is yeah,
Commander,
it's pretty nice.
Given advanced training. Cannot comply.
Don't mind the burning Venator. He's fine. He'll be fine.
where'd he go? Coming around.
Destroying the Techno-Union ships.
Wow, that diamond cruiser was so boned.
Leading the Separatist reinforcements. Our Vector packs are regenerated. We've sabotaged their vehicle.
Coming back around for another.
Sabotage
Locking on.
We've got advanced training. Sabotage Separatist vehicles.
Enemies in range. Target locked.
What the camera was doing there.
Victory is imminent.
Nowhere to run. Falling out of formation.
You could stand to destroy these guys a little bit faster,
Regenerate us.
chaps. I'm just saying.
Victory is imminent.
Surprised they're not all dead by now.
Cut off the enemy's reinforcements.
Ah, that's enough gawking at the eye candy. I mean, well,
Reinforcements are being depleted.
they have a little group of them left. That's about it.
Yes. Let's try out.
Off you pop,
Give me a target. Firing.
Praetor.
What is it?
Oh, I can see why it's taking a while. They've sort of wandered away from the corvettes, haven't they?
Given advanced training.
Concentrating fire. Hilton frigate standing by. Who needs fixing?
We've got interceptors. We need you to clear the area in order to proceed. Yes, Commander.
Send in the corvette horde.
I copy that. We'll get them. Troops have been given advanced training. Staying on target.
Oh no, we're too far away to stop those bombs.
This is it. Yes, sir. Come with me. Enemy fighters. Watch your tail. What's the order? Setting intercept course.
I
Targeting
shouldn't have
computer
killed those
hub.
ones. I assume the little fireballs are fighters being destroyed, so they are chewing through them pretty fast.
Charging generator. Reinforcements.
Holy! Oh wait. For a second there, I thought all of my Venators had been destroyed except for this one, but no, they've just camouflaged themselves on top of the Praetor. Ah! Okay, sigh of relief time. That was
What is it, sir? Right, sir.
that was like, wow, how did you kill them all?
Good shot. Beginning attack run. You've got company. Sir, we've done it. Watch your tail. You picked up a try. They won't hold up much longer.
It's a refreshingly small-scale battle, that wasn't it? I mean, this is still like a pretty huge battle by like Awakening of the Rebellion standards, but by Fall of the Republic standards, that was a tiny skirmish. We still lost 9 corvettes. Oh dear. All right, we're the way is open for us to take the ground, but that will be next time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm reaching the end of my tether here. I'm getting pretty damn tired. I'm gonna go to bed after this, I think. But we've run out of time, regardless. We're coming up now on an hour and a half, and these episodes do seem to have extended themselves to an hour and a half on average for some reason. So, ladies and gents, hope you enjoyed. When we come back next time, we shall begin the ground assault on Minban for the 3rd time in this campaign, I think. Although this time it has a lot more significance because, my god, we had to fight quite the battle to get here, didn't we, this time? I think I'll get Anakin to do it this time. He'll take Minban on the ground. And then... Well, it'll be Mustafar, won't it? It'll be an assault on Mustafar, led by Tarkin, I think. I was thinking about bringing the Mandator, but honestly, it'd be very inconvenient to move it now. So I think I'm going to leave the Mandator with Screed up here. Baraka can take care of things over in this neighborhood for a little while, and we're just going to bring Adar Talon over here. He's going to blob up with Tarkin. And honestly, I think we're going to retire Talon. We're going to retire him, as in I'm actually going to go click on the thing, and I'm going to go in the thing. You can do it somewhere here. I'll try and shoot. There you go. I'm going to do this. And I'm actually going to retire him, I think. And Tarkin is going to inherit his entire fleet, because that's very sort of... this is going to be one of the last things we do as the Republic. That's what I'm saying. You know, this is once we take Mustafar, it's like the Republic's done. We're executing Order 66, and part of that I've decided is going to be retiring Adar Talon, because he's one of those pesky, bleeding heart Republicans, right? I think, if I'm remembering correctly, he becomes a rebel, does he not? I can't really. Here we go. Starfighter tactics heavily influenced the design of the Republic's TIE fighter. Renowned as the father of the Republic Navy. I'm sure he became a rebel. Adar Talon. I'm sure he became a rebel. I don't think he stayed Imperial, did he? I'll have to double check that one after I finish the episode. So don't all rush to tell me. I will have already looked it up by then. But anyway, yeah, Tarkin's going to send him off to do a desk job on Coruscant somewhere, and he's going to take his entire fleet. And we're going to burn Mustafar to the... Well, I say burn Mustafar to the ground. Mustafar is sort of in a perpetual state of already being on fire, so I guess that's not very... that's not a very appropriate threat. But whatever, we'll crush Mustafar. And thus will fall the Republic as advertised in the mod's title. And at that point we shall be the Empire. Many things will change. Many things will stay the same, to be fair, but many things will change, and we will begin our final subjugation of the Outer Rim, which, as I said, is not going to be every planet. It's going to be sort of just the major ones, really. Like these ones up here, and these ones up here, and I think 1 or 2 others as well, dotted around here. And, obviously the planets that we need to take in order to get there, too. So, like, Kylura, Arinda, leading up that way. Boz Pity, Bimbisari leading up this way. Balamak I might take as well, honestly. And then work our way up here. Saluka, Maya, Jabim, up to Pamant, and so on and so on. So we'll take a fair chunk of blue planets, but we aren't going to take every single one. Because... well, it'll be just, busy work at that point, It's like, we've clearly won the campaign. We've done everything there is to do. We would just be doing mindless grinding space and ground battles for no reason other than to just paint the map. And I'm not really into that whole sort of painting the map thing, so I'm more about the story, the narrative, and when the stakes are all gone, it doesn't really matter anymore. Aside from the fact that I am not willing to keep putting up with these damn lag spikes for much longer, I want to retire this campaign as soon as possible, mostly just because of that, because the game is really quite unpleasant to play at the campaign level now on account of all of the constant lagging. So we're going to go ahead and drop a save. And ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure as usual. I will catch you next time, where we will be ground invading Minban, and next time, in the next episode, in fact, I think the Republic may fall. I'd put good money on it being the next episode is when the Republic falls and the Empire rises at last. It depends on how long it takes for that to actually happen once you hit the Execute Order 66 button. Because I think it might be a little bit of a process. But, yeah. Looking forward to it, folks. Thanks very much. Catch you next time. Toodaloo.